You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hellgate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Wednesday the 29th of January, 2025. It is 39 days after the winter solstice. It is 50 days before the spring equinox. Today is Chinese New Year, also known as the Lunar New Year or the Spring Festival. This is the year of the snake. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 10th day of Pluvieuse, the day of the Coignet, the axe. The sun rises today at 7:08 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:09 p.m. The sun sets today at 5:10 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 5:39 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 6:12 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 6 seconds longer than yesterday. Today, the new moon arrives at 7:36 a.m., and we begin lunation 12:63. The first quarter will arrive on Wednesday, the 5th of February. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, low tide, 3:33 a.m., minus 9 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 9:55 a.m., 1 meter 55. In the afternoon, low tide, 4:10 p.m., minus 24 centimeters. At night, high tide, 10:26 p.m., 1 meter 34. In our shared realm of plants and animals, the recent hard frosts have been punishing to hardy perennial herbs that remained outdoors. The leaves of the rue plants hang sadly limp and wilted, yet astonishingly still green. Lavender looks dry and desiccated, while the sage has just bounced back, though its remaining leaves are gray and thin. Outdoor rosemary has probably bitten the dust. Commemorations. On this day in 1845, Edgar Allan Poe's poem, The Raven, was published by the New York Evening Mirror. On this day in 2002, in the State of the Union speech, President George W. Bush used the term regimes that sponsor terror, and he identified 3 countries, Iraq, Iran, and North Korea, as the so-called axis of evil. His willful inexactitude of language, combined with the bombast of simplistic reasoning, has now manifested itself perfectly in our political discourse. On this day in 1964, Stanley Kubrick's film Dr. Strangelove, a broad parody of the military-industrial complex, made its debut simultaneously in London, New York, and Toronto. At this Chinese New Year, when it is traditional to hang new poetic couplets on either side of the door, we offer you this classic verse. Red plums bud withstands the snowy winter. Green willow's catkin indicates the new spring. And as we begin the year of the snake, it is worth asking whether, like the snake, it is time to shed the old skin of bad habits and tired routines and make a new start, fresh and renewed. Finally, alternate side of the street parking is suspended today in New York City in honor of the Lunar New Year. And that is the Observatory, Wednesday the 28th of January, 2025.